E aí galera, vou continuar aqui com a segunda parte do jogo, What Remains of Edith Finch. Eu sei que a primeira parte estava com problema no áudio do jogo, então eu já vou aumentar agora e vou desligar meu microfone para não ficar com aquele ruído do ambiente que vocês devem estar escutando agora quando eu estou falando. E quando eu for falar eu ligo para melhorar. Aí esse eu vou tentar falar menos para vocês focar mais na história mesmo. Mas desse vai estar bem melhor o áudio já. Espero que vocês gostem.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan, and
Seu maior fã e namorado atual,
was about to
Rick,
demonstrate
tá prestes a demonstrar quando... É porque tá
Now
cobrindo a minha câmera ali.
that was a great scream.
it was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him.
Então Bárbara saiu para procurá-lo, como esperado.
She reached for the music box.
Caramba, esse aqui é de terror. Eu não gosto de filmes de terror.
And as she wound the key,
Enquanto ela dava a corda, tentou ouvir Rick, mas a casa estava silenciosa. Só pra constar, sou eu que tô mexendo. Tipo, tô jogando o jogo dentro do jogo.
she found Rick's clutch and imagined the worst.
Sou eu que tô mexendo, tá? Ai, meu Deus. Meu Deus, mano.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared. I'm
Caramba.
furious.
Then
Meu
act
Deus.
furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Ai, caramba, eu não quero ir. Meu Deus.
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite nothing. She couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
She played her part beautifully. Inches grown. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Caramba, o cara sumiu, meu Deus.
But all she heard was...
Ai, meu Deus. Ai, meu Deus, cadê o cara?
dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, it was coming from inside the house.
Caramba, meu Deus, olha o cara ali. Meu Deus.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen.
Tava prestes a acontecer.
Going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave a performance of her life. I wasn't there myself.
Caramba.
I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time.
Cara, o menino tava lá o tempo todo.
But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending. I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Caramba, eu fiquei foi com medo agora.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left. It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can. I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Caramba. O cara tentou fugir da maldição da família. Ficando aqui embaixo,
I'm
mas...
sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Quem que aguenta viver, tipo, a vida toda num buraco sem fazer nada? Não dá.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Caramba, a do Walter foi triste. Caramba, coitado do cara. Ele. Pensando até agora no coitado.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Caramba, olha tanto
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Caramba, olha tanto de animais que morreram na família dela. Meu Deus.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Olha o túmulo deles. Da Bárbara com uma estrela. Do Walter uma pedra. Ah, ele tá dentro de uma caverna. Sven é aquele cara da história lá. Olha do Calvin lá que morreu no balanço. Olha o da Molly. Coitado da menina.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Caramba, ela tá grávida de 22 semanas.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are going to last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Sou eu que tô tirando
Am I
foto
gonna have
também.
to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done?
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always going to be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was going to be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa's Fen taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just... Take it behind.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Ah, não. O próximo é de um bebê. Ah, não quero ver o bebê. Não, não vou ver o bebê.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Ah, tem dois, um do lado do outro praticamente. Caramba. Ah, não quero ver o bebê. Fôlego. Não quero ver o bebê morrendo. Olha. Eu só viver um ano. Ah. Não quero ver o bebê. Bora lá.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could
It's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gracie to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. We want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Cara, a menina morreu afogada. Caramba.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus. My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings. Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush. I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Como assim o menino sumiu?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Caramba, olha a porta que ele entrou lá naquele desenho, tá aqui. E tem pegada dele entrando, olha. Que diabo é isso? Dá pra entrar? Não dá. Eu vou sair daqui.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Bom, galera, tá quase acabando o jogo, eu acho, né? Só falta 2, eu acho, 3. Aí eu vou encerrar por aqui pra não ficar muito grande o vídeo, até porque demora muito pra colocar o vídeo no YouTube. Acho que só mais uma parte e eu já termino o jogo. Espero que vocês estejam gostando e que o áudio tenha melhorado. Qualquer coisa é só me falar aí nos comentários que eu melhoro no próximo vídeo. Valeu pra quem tá assistindo, hein? Falou!